Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Romi. I am J.bear, and we are more chats. That's right.
That totally sucked. Oh man, I didn't mouth your words
No,
properly.
good
Juan.
job.
I'm sorry.
So, hey, what's up, guys? It is the second Tuesday of the month. That means today we get to talk about our top five. This week's top five is top five dance moves to avoid socially.
That was super like up and then anticlimactic.
I know, that's what I do. I like to get people like hyped up, and then once they're all hyped up, I just like bring them all the way down and get them depressed.
So guys, are you ready for our top five moves to avoid?
Bum, bum, bum. So we don't have a separate list this time. We just have one top five.
Because we agree.
Not necessarily particular order, although we're gonna go like generally towards the more important one. But these are all important things to avoid.
The number 5 on the list is this random stomps on the dance floor. I don't get it. Why do we do that? All right, that's super. Let me try. Like, I don't get it. Why do you do that? That just hurts my feet. I've even tried it before and it hurt. I'm not wearing zapati. This ain't zapateando, you know? I got no botas.
Maybe that's where it comes from. Is that people that are doing it from their own culture where they, you have to do the zapateo, the stomp, the macho look type of thing. We don't need a social dancing. We're classy. We're like, just flowing in the dance floor.
Yeah, and then whenever I do hear it, I'm like,
I know, right? Like,
did
the fuck just happened?
Someone fall? What happened?
You're expecting the worst. Yeah. One of the ones that I put in there was our 3-minute dance solo. I see some guys gonna start dancing and all of a sudden they like spin away and they're like doing their own little thing and the girls just looking at them and like looking at their watch pretty much like the fuck is this guy doing? Dude, you know how to move, you know how to like do your shines. Do that on your own. You don't have to have a partner in front of you to do that. You can do it on the side without asking anybody else.
I agree. 3 minutes is too long. So just keep it to 1 minute.
Especially when song no, 3 minutes was a nice exaggeration. When a song is like 4 minutes, 3 minutes long. You know, keep it to like 10 seconds at the most, something like that.
Well, like, I have been known to do a solo. When I do my solos, like, I'll dance around other couples around us. And then, like, I'll find a way to dance back, get to her. What I'm trying to do is, it's not that I'm just trying to have my own solo. I want to have a bit of an interaction, a battle of sorts, a dance battle of sorts.
And that's important too. Like, if you're doing a solo and she's like following and actually reacting to it, then you can respond and she can respond back. If you're dancing with a beginner or somebody that doesn't know how to do shines and forward, don't do that. Don't just let them hang. They're just doing their basic step back and forth. It's just mean, You're just showing off at that point.
Okay,
which we do. Our number 3 would be forced hip movement. Generally speaking, actually no. All times when you're dancing, either salsa, bachata, whatever it is, you don't have to move your hips. They move normally when you shift your weight. You don't have to force them and do like, I'm Latin dancing. I'm supposed to be moving my hips. No, stop it.
Are you talking about the bachata? 1,
okay,
2,
that's
3.
That's a whole different story. That one is like the top of my and most annoying things that I ever see. Don't do that, please. It should be natural. It should be a weight shift, or when you're pushing your hip up from the floor instead of you lifting your hip. If you that's how you were taught, it's not necessarily wrong, but I just don't want to see it. For me personally, I don't like dancing with somebody that does that kind of hip movement, especially when you're doing that dance close together and they start doing the thing, and then they're like, "Oh my god, what just happened?" Like, no.
When the follower is doing that move, it actually makes it harder to set up for the next movement, because when you're doing that, so here's a hit, 1, 2, 3, 4. When you're here, since you're pushing all your foot down to get that hit up, you won't be able to quickly step on that foot again to your next movement. So you're stuck, and that has impeded me and made me make my dance partner trip.
In general, hip movement should be natural. It shouldn't be forced.
Is there any other example of hip movements that's over exaggerated?
Booty rolls. But I like those, so keep doing it.
Next. Awkward hand movement or placements. So if you've seen me dance, I don't do this. I make the followers do that with each other. And the part that gets awkward is like, all right, I had my partner give me a hairbrush mat. This is her hand. And it just trickles down somewhere.
You're like body roll back.
Like, what just happened here?
Wait, so are you forcing this, or is the lady doing it?
No, I just hand here, and then my hands out, and then it's coming down, and I'm like, wait,
this is what my hand is for. Put it here.
I don't like those. And then also for the leads, if I do like this. You know?
Don't get
See,
off
that
on
was
that.
awkward as hell. So.
And of course, there's a little bit of disclaimer with all this. There is a time to do that. When you have somebody that you're comfortable with dancing and they know that you're gonna do these things, somebody that you may be emotionally involved with, why not? Or you're in an environment where you feel like that's okay and it's comfortable because you have already had that conversation with the person, or you
have that relationship of some sorts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then that's okay, and that actually works. It's nice, it's fun. If it goes with music, I do the whole like put the hand here and then like stretch out my hand so that the hand like goes down my arm and then it goes back to connection. But again, something that I'm aware and I'm comfortable with the people that I'm doing it with. And the last thing, the number one on the list, that's very important: avoid at all times, at all costs, overly complicated dips and or tricks while social dancing. Please. I don't want to see around the world. I don't want to see cartwheel or pop into the shoulder. Nothing like that. Social dancing.
Backflip, front flip.
Even if you're comfortable with what you're doing it, and the person that you're doing it is comfortable doing it, and you have plenty of space, at that point you're just showing off. What's the point? You're almost never gonna hit the music with it. You're probably gonna end up injuring somebody. It could be yourself or the person that you're doing the trick to.
Mm-hmm.
Don't avoid tricks. I get that asked all the time. Like somebody, when I teach a class, they tell me, "Hey, can you teach me how to do a dip?" I'm like, "Yeah, don't." That's the lesson. Don't do dips.
Yes. So I'm gonna talk followers' perspective real quick. So if you're getting dipped and you're like, "Oh, I trust him," but you're getting thrown like crazy, don't let yourself get into those moments. I'm like, "Whoa, she's gonna get hurt." It's not a good feeling. And then if they're doing that, just stop it. I ain't doing no more dips, bitch. Just like that.
And also, even if you're doing this, make sure you know how to carry your weight as a follower. And leaders don't dip anybody that doesn't know how to carry their weight.
Yes. And then this is for the leads, the dudes that I know you dip, and you're like, "Oh, I never drop anybody, bitch. I see your toe go up." When I know that you don't know how to dip, and when I see you dipping her and your foot is going up, that means you lost your balance. Don't act like you know how to dip.
He doesn't know how to dip.
Yeah, because my toe goes up. But that's the indicator. If your toe's moving up, you lost your balance. That's straight up. Mm-hmm. Straight up. That's
and lastly, very important, don't drink and dip. Ever.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care if you're dipping for your entire life. Please don't do that. Just be smart. Don't hurt yourself. Don't hurt anybody else. But yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's it, guys. I know that we are attacking you, but on the next top 5, we'll show you what you should do.
That's too much pressure, bro.
All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed the episodes. See you on the next one.
Hey, hope you guys enjoyed the episode of Morba Chats. Make sure you follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Morba Chats. Follow me at J.bear Mixes, J.bear Mixes. Follow Romi at Romi Sunga. And big shout out to Mellow Me Out. Follow them on Instagram and Facebook as well at Mellow Me Out. Thanks.